So, good morning, family and friends, colleagues. Hoping everybody's having a very wonderful day. But while we're into May already, this year is really slipping away from us. I wanted to take a moment just to ask a question. A very simple question, but I feel it actually really needs to be asked. So, the question that I have for you is: are you registered to vote? Now, some of you, many of you, hopefully will answer yes. And if you have answered yes, awesome, great. For those of you that are answering no, my question to you is why aren't you registered to vote? Listen, if you're over the age of 18, right, you don't have any legal disqualifiers, anything that would prevent you from actually registering. You are an American citizen. You have the right to actually vote in this nation. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You have that right. So, why aren't you registered? Listen, many men and women donned the uniform, some even gave their lives. So you would have the right and the privilege to be able to vote. That's a freedom that is guaranteed to you. Now, I know we look back a few years ago, and a lot of y'all have maybe like a concrete question mark over the whole voting rights thing. And listen, don't let anybody fool you. Don't listen to the rhetoric. You have the right to vote. Okay? So go register. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't count on some provisional ballot or mail-in vote or online the internet vote or X marks the spot. But don't count on that. Go down to your supervisor of elections office or down to even your county clerk's office and register. You don't have to register for a particular party. I'm not telling you to register for either Democrat or Republican or anything of that nature. I'm just merely telling you register because your vote is your voice and your voice needs to count. Okay? Many have sat by, idly by, and figured, well, what difference does it make? My voice doesn't count anyway. Well, then they turn around and they complain about the results. Well, look at what happened. We got so and so, this person that, this person this. Hey, get your voice heard. Me, I'm a registered voter. I've been a registered voter all my adult life. Now, I might not like the slate of candidates that's out there. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty much not liking the choices going into this November. However, I am registered and have the ability to use my privilege to leverage my vote in the direction that I think it's going to do the best for our nation. I'm just one voice. But you see, when one voice gets together with another voice and another voice and another voice, you have a collective of voices there. And our voices will be heard. Now, I know many of you are looking at the TV right now, and you're seeing an individual talk about, well, whatever happened back then is not going to happen again. And listen, okay, don't let him scare you. You register, you vote, because listen, the presidency is not about the individual filling the spot. It's about our nation, period. Our president is the poster child for our nation. We want our poster child to be the best looking person out there in the world. It doesn't really necessarily have to be the most articulate. Well, let's just say they have to be learned enough to know what the heck they're doing. Okay? We have to make that decision. We can't allow somebody to be elected based on personality, based on, I don't know how you want to call it, based on popularity. Can't allow that. We need somebody that's going to speak for us. Now, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. Over the past 8 years, I have not been impressed. Okay, really, I haven't been impressed. And the preceding 16 years, I was kind of marginally impressed. Okay, so I'll be honest, I haven't really been totally impressed since the 80s. All right, but we got to really make a decision. We got to make a call. We got to make sure that we're choosing somebody who's going to lead us the right way, not somebody who's going to take us down a dark path. There's too much out there in the world right now at stake. Who we elect will determine the course of our nation for probably the next 16 years. So we want to make absolutely sure that we're electing the proper person. And the only way we're going to elect the proper person is that everybody who is eligible to vote, make sure they're registered to vote, and then come election day, go vote. Whether you vote Republican or Democrat or somewhere down the middle, as long as you're out there exercising your right to vote, that right that I wore the uniform for so that you can actually get out there and do that right to vote, that right that people died for, that right to vote. This really, if you want to break it down, voting is an honor, it's a privilege. So treat it as such. So if you're not already registered to vote, go do so. Take care now.